Hey man, I gotta know. What are they biting on?
The end of my line. Here, try one of these finesse crawlers from D&D.
D&D baits are top quality baits in a large variety of colors and styles. D&D baits have been proven to work better than the national brands in the waters here in the Pacific Northwest. They create their baits custom to the water conditions. D&D makes the baits no one else will have. Catch D&D baits on Facebook. Land more fish.
Beat them senseless.
You and me and you, we gonna throw down. That's right, we gonna get serious.
You can run, but you can't hide.
It's time for the Fuller Broadcast with your host, Jeff Fuller.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Fuller Broadcast, 24/7 sports news, live interviews, mania coverage. I have a special guest today. He's a bare knuckle fighter. He's got a fight coming up February 5th against, let me see where he's at here. Jared Grant. So let's bring him on. Gerard Grant, I apologize. There's Brandon. How you doing today, man?
What's going on, Jeff? How you doing, boss?
I'm doing all right, man. Hey, I'm glad to have you on my show. I haven't got a chance to get you on since I've started this up. So I'm glad to have you on my show. So give us a detail how your training's going right now with the COVID-19 and all.
Training's kind of tricky right now. We're making it work. I'm doing a lot of LA Fitness stuff. I go to my coach, King Mola Wall's house. We do a lot of stuff there. And I'm doing some stuff with some coaches over at ATT as well.
That sounds good. So how does it feel to be, before I ask another question, I want to say how excited you are fighting Super Bowl weekend, February 5th, with the bare knuckle fighting. How comfortable are you with all that's going on at once?
It's kind of surreal still. So I signed the deal. I've been talking, or I've known about this December 28th. But I just signed the contract yesterday, and it's still kind of surreal to me. I went from being told I was going to have to fight in Biloxi, Mississippi on a toe the line card that didn't happen to fighting on one of the biggest cards that's ever going to be put on for bare knuckle. I couldn't be more excited. I feel so blessed, especially with the last year and a half I've had. It's amazing, man. It's a dream come true for sure.
So before all this all happened, when you grew up being a kid, how did you become and wanted to be a fighter?
Getting beat up in school. I was that guy that everybody would say, hey, we're meeting at the park. And I'd be like, all right. And I'd take my dopey ass to the park to get beat up. And I just got tired of getting beat up. So I wanted to learn. I wanted to learn how to defend myself. So that's kind of where it came from, just getting bullied.
Yeah, I can tell by your tattoos, man. You got tattoos all over, like you're a killer, ready to get in that ring and knock somebody out.
Yeah, I'm ready to put on a show. I'm ready to put a statement on. A lot of people never thought I would get to do this. A lot of doubters, and a lot of people think I'm gonna go here and get smoked. So I'm excited to go out here and see what's up.
So, have you ever met Mr. Gerard? What's his name again? Grant? Have you ever met him?
I think his name is actually Jared. It's just spelled weird. Because, I mean, he's a kid. He's like 23, 24. So it's in that generation where they were spelling names with different letters or whatnot.
Yeah, I know.
I've never met him, but I've watched both of his bare knuckle fights live. And what's kind of crazy is when he fought Chris Johnson in Miami in BKFC 14, I looked at my sister that was in the crowd with me, and I was like, I want to fight that kid. I think I can stop him. And a couple months later, I just kind of got into it with Tyler Goodjohn. So that's how all this came about. I started posting about Tyler Goodjohn, wanting to fight him. And that's the fight that I want. And that's the fight that I thought would make sense for this card since it is Super Bowl weekend. But then they offered me Jared. And I've always been that dude that I'll never back down from a fight. And if somebody offers me a fight, I'm not going to tell them no. I would never want somebody to not allow me an opportunity, which has happened in the past. So I take on all comers. So if they would have offered me Johnny Bedford on the 5th, I would have took it.
Oh, that matchup right there. Now, tell me how you feel about that card with that facing John for the belt. Yeah, for the belt. How do you think? Do you think Art Reggie deserves a shot at that title, or does he have to wait?
No, I think Reggie, I hope Reggie is getting and staying on weight, because I truly do not believe that Wynn is going to show up for that fight. I think he's scared of Johnny, and I think he's scared of Reggie. So it should be Reggie, and it should be Reggie and Johnny fighting right now. Reggie's the true number one contender in that division.
I agree with you. I really agree, because since my last interview, I had them two pop on. Them two went at it, and I thought they got a matchup coming up. Well, that ended up backing out of it, so that should have put Reggie up there for the title shot.
100%. And then I think there could have been talks behind it could have been his managers or whatever, and been like, oh no, let's pull out of this and you'll get the title fight. Like, I think, I can't hate on him for wanting to get the title fight, but if you sign a contract to fight somebody, you better fucking show up, because the day after the event, he was posting training videos. So he wasn't sick. He was fucking scared. Yeah. Reggie would have took that opportunity from him. Reggie deserves to be on this card. He deserves to be fighting for that title. And I believe if he stays in camp, he stays on weight, he'll get that opportunity, because that will back out.
I totally agree with you. 100%. Because the way I saw it, Reggie was motivated. He was ready to get in there, get that fight. And then when that backed out, like you said, I saw videos too. And I'm sitting there like, why did he back out? He told everybody he was sick. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not in that. So I think if that backs out again, they should go ahead and throw Reggie right in there and have him fight on that card,
100%. So I'm hoping he's watching this, or somebody that he knows is watching this. Please tell him to stay ready and be ready, because in my heart, I don't believe that's going to show up. Because the reason that I even accepted this fight is for the chance of maybe him not showing up and one of us, the other 35ers, being able to go up there and do that. I wouldn't want to step in front of Reggie. But if they offered it to me, I'd take it for sure. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to call for it over Reggie. I mean, who the fuck am I to do that? But I do have a call out prepared after I beat Jared, and I'm hoping they give that to me. And I plan on being in BKFC for a long fucking time.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. So, and I can't wait for that call out too. So we'll see who you're going to call out after that. So I want to ask you a question. When you're training and getting ready for the bare knuckle fighting, how motivated are you now that you were before, and that you're on the bare knuckle card now?
Oh, it's insane. So when I was in Puerto Rico, I was excited, but every week I would get a new name. Oh, what about this guy? Okay, I'll fight him. Oh, what about this guy? So it got kind of unnerving, because I've been out of the fight game for a long time, and I just forgot how wishy-washy it was. So I really lost a lot of motivation. But then as soon as I was in England, because I went there to go, I thought Tyler was going back to England for the holidays. I was going to go there and promote a fight with him. So I flew out to England, and the day I got there, it shut down. So I came back, and the day I got back, Nate Shook gave me a text and said, hey, can you make 135 by February 5th? And I knew that was the BKFC card. And I said, oh, absolutely. So we were working on that. And that's the reason that I actually reached out to Jared. And I think that's why he's pissed off, because I didn't follow fighter etiquette. You're not supposed to call, or you're not supposed to text other fighters. I was anxious to get the deal done, so that was my mistake. But then now he's out here talking all this crazy gangster shit. They're going to roll up. I mean, we can do that whenever, but it doesn't need to be in public and on Facebook. They want to do all that. They know everything about me so far, or so they claim. So they can pull up, but let's keep everything professional on podcasts and promote the fight. You know what I mean?
Thank you. I appreciate your professionalism online and everything and on live. So you're going to be fighting on the same card as one of my buddies that I knew out here in Arizona, David Morgan. He's going to be on that card.
David's awesome.
He wants to come on the show right now, if you don't mind. I told him I'd ask you first. Okay.
Absolutely.
All right, hang on for a second.
Awesome, man. I'm excited for him to get his debut too.
Yeah, I've been working on it, man. I got him introduced to bare knuckle. Then he met Steve Tyson, and all of a sudden now he's. All right, here we go. Let's see if we get him on. All right, I'll send him the link. We'll talk for a few minutes. So, what are you going to do the next 3 months getting ready for this fight? Tell us the detail of your training. What you're going to get ready.
So, I mean, I've got, I think, a little under 3 weeks to get to the weight that I need to get to. I want to make sure that I'm efficient in that. So I have a nutritionist. So I'm on a dedicated diet, and I'm up every morning at like 6:30 running. And then I do pad work. I do a little bit of sparring, run some more, keep eating my meals or whatnot. I'm on the go until probably 9 o'clock at night. So I'm doing a lot of cardio. I want to keep my cardio up. I don't want to be, I want to gas out. And just a lot of movement, getting back into the groove of moving, being fluid.
So what I was going to say before David comes on here, knowing you I think you've been on my page for almost a year now.
Yeah.
What I like about you is how you react to what I talk about, how you correct me with all the, name misspelled and all that. And I love you for that, man. And it's not like I got to meet this guy one day. And here I am, got you live, and you're a great person, man. Your personality's awesome. And I can't wait to get you and see you in that ring and fight.
I appreciate it. And I'm bad about being a grammar Nazi, and I did that out of respect because I want you to succeed. So I wasn't trying to disrespect you in any way, and you took the criticism with stride, and I appreciate that. And that's why we remain friends, and we're doing this now. So I appreciate you having me on your show, even though I was an asshole.
Hey man, we all got to do what we got to do, right? Yeah, so it's like, here he is. Let's bring him in. All right, guys, we're bringing one of the BKFC fighters, David Morgan, on the show. He has a fight coming up also on February 5th. It's so exciting to see him. Let's bring him on. There he is. What's up, David?
Not much, man. Hold on, let me get some better lighting.
All right, so we were just talking about you and how exciting I am to see Brandon and you on the same card.
Hey, man, I'm
the fight.
I'm stoked on it, honestly. It's like he said, he's been out of the fight game for a while, too, a few years, me too. I had a lot of shit going on in my life, man, but, it's never drove me more in my life than right now.
Yeah.
So,
time, bro.
even if we got to fight each other, which is very damn near what's going to happen, too. But, hey, at the end of the day, it is what it is. I'm just here to put on a good show. And
we'll beat the hell out of each other and go have a beer after, my man.
That's what I'm here for.
Hey,
but no, I love this dude.
Make sure you make a toast for me while you're there.
Ever since he was like me. He just popped out of nowhere. That's why I love you so much.
So, David,
who the heck is this guy? I pretty much got asked that the other day. Like, what? Who are you?
So, David, give us a little detail about how your training's going. You've been so prepared. I've seen all your training. So give us a little detail.
It's definitely, it's had its battles. I mean, you want to be honest. I mean, I've been training for all year. I've been training all damn year. I pretty much have been at weight for, 6 months. Just waiting, ready. I sat at like 45 for a little bit, but like right now I'm on point. I'm on scale, 135. Let's go. You know what I mean? So it's definitely been crazy though, man. It's had its good parts, it's had its rough parts, and we're damn near right there at the end of it. And I can't wait.
So how you feel about the opponent that the number? I'm not sure if everybody knows, or if you're allowed to say it yet. But how you feel about your opponent? Most
people know. It's how they kind of. I mean, I'll wait, but everybody pretty much knows. But I respect the dude, man. I do. I've known. I've already told him, man. Same thing. We'll go out there and beat each other up and go have a beer afterwards. That's all I'm here to do. So Brandon, that's what I get paid to do. I'm gonna beat you up. You're gonna beat me up. One of us gonna win, and hey,
we're gonna spend some
money.
money.
End up having to go to the hospital all damn night. Well, we'll just go have a beer.
Yep. So basically, it's gonna be a great show, no matter what. A lot of fans are gonna be watching this, and it's Super Bowl.
You two were talking.
You what?
I said I was already training while you two were talking.
So, what do you think about the Super Bowl event, though, man? You got Reggie on. Reggie's going to show up and watch the card. You got Johnny going to be there. You got Paige.
Reggie's gonna end up fighting. I agree. I think that's gonna pull out.
So, how does it feel to be on the same card with Brandon? Brandon, I knew for about a year, almost a year and a half. So he's a good guy. So
I'm pretty sure me and Brandon crossed paths in the past, but I've never really known him, But I think he's a good dude. I'm excited to watch a fight, man. So
I appreciate that, David.
So I said on one of the posts I put, everybody better watch out, man. We're the underdogs. Period. Whether anybody looks at it or not, we're the underdogs in so many big ways that honestly, it gives me more confidence and it just makes me better. I think
we have nothing to lose.
Exactly, in all the games. Hey, that's the truth.
So here's a question for both of y'all. I don't care who goes first.
I'll let David go first.
Who do you got, Paige or Hart, winning this fight?
I don't know. It's kind of a tough one. I think in the end, if it goes distance, Hart, Paige is gonna have to put it out quick. So that's my opinion.
I mean, I don't know. At first, I was like, oh, Paige is going to beat Britain, blah, 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 blah.
Because Brenda beast.
Whatnot. And then a lot of Britain's fights. She won that fight against Becker.
You think so? I think it was a close fight, but I don't know.
I think she won. So I think Paige is going to have her hands full. But I also know how Paige is trained. So this is going to be a really, really good fight. It's going to be either a breakout performance for Britain or it's going to be a breakout performance. Don't take Britain away. She's going to have to do a 5-round war with Britain. I do see Britain putting Paige away, though. So it just really depends on who gets hurt first. But I'm excited to see it. I think
they're both going to be bloody as hell, too.
Yeah.
It's going to be a war, dude.
I think that Britain deserves it based on the fact that Christine was just coming off of an injury. I don't think she's ready for this fight yet. I mean, I'm not saying she wasn't ready. I thought she was healing from an injury. I thought maybe Christine deserves this fight because she is a true number one contender. If they're going to bring somebody in for what they brought her in for, then they should make her earn her money. But I think she's got her head for Britain. Britain's a beast.
I think it's definitely going to be one of the better fights on the card. I agree.
Yeah,
it's going to be a good fight, man.
So are you guys going to ask me how I pick?
Who you pick?
Well, a lot of people are going to hate me for this, but I got Hart only because the way she's been improving her experience. And I feel like that she has the toughness and ability to win this fight. It can be, I think she'll win by knockout.
By knockout?
She'll knock Paige up. Maybe, I'm going to go third round. It could go the distance, but I feel Hart's a lot.
Goes the distance, Hart wins.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
Well, we'll find out here in about a couple weeks. So I got another one.
Your prediction could happen, though, Jeff. Your prediction could happen.
Hey, it's bare knuckle. Anything could happen.
Yeah, you got that right. Here's another one that a lot of people have been arguing about. I don't want to put you guys up on this, but the Dat and Johnny fight for the title. Truly believe that Reggie should be there, but if this fight happens, Johnny is going to be knocking his butt down on the okay. That's my agree. Johnny's going to knock him out like second or third round.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I give it a take.
Dat doesn't have anything for Johnny, and he doesn't have anything for Reggie, and that's why he pulled out of the Reggie fight.
I agree with you. So what about you, David?
That's got good skills. I don't take away his skills. He's got good movement. He's got good power, but he's got too much going on up here in his head, man.
Yeah,
that's true. He's not the fighter he used to be, and that's why he's running.
Yeah.
So is there any other cards up there that you guys think? I'm not sure. We don't have the full card, but is there another card up there you guys think that might be a good matchup?
Yeah, there's a few of them, man.
I mean, honestly, every fight that they put on is a good matchup. Nate is a matchmaker, man. He puts styles against really good
I
styles.
just had a conversation with him a little bit earlier today about that too. Like, hey, you know, I can't complain about none of his fights, man. Almost all of his fights have been just like they've all been entertaining.
They've either been highlights or been bloodbaths. You know what I mean? So like, you can't get mad at a 3-second knockout. We all knew that was going to happen. We didn't know it was going to happen in 3 seconds, but we all knew what was going to happen. But the thing is, we all tuned in to watch. Nate knows how to bring eyes. That's why
and they did it during a pandemic too. You know what I mean? While everybody else shut down.
Yeah, that's why he is blowing up right now, is because of the way that they do their stylistic matchups and how they.
And Nate's the second ranked freaking matchmaker in the world right now. You know.
All right, here's a question right now from Matt. Who do you think would they vote in as the most improved bare knuckle fighter? Who would they say would be the P4P best bare knuckle fighter?
Luis Palomino.
I'm sorry?
Luis Palomino.
There you go. David?
I'd say Luis Palomino, man.
There you go. Yep. We all agree on that one.
That dude's a beast, man. I don't know. He's a monster, man.
But
I've been watching Luis, dude, since because I've watched Justin Gaethje from Rage in the Cage from where he first started all the way to fucking where he's at now, you know. And him when he got to WSOF, man, and him and freaking man, they went to wars, dude. That's why I knew the BKB or BKFC, fucking he was just like he was gonna destroy people, period. Like he's a dangerous man.
All right. We're getting some good questions here from our viewers. So we got one from Jason Fraser. What would both you guys ultimate matchup for yourselves be?
Tyler Goodjohn.
I don't know. I would like to fight Johnny Bedford. I really would.
Maybe after your fight, you call him out after Reggie fights him.
Yeah, I got to let Reggie get him first. Hey, true. And honestly, I got worried about my opponent coming up too. I mean, it's not a slouch either. So.
All right, so I'm gonna ask David something real quick. David, during the COVID-19 in your training, I've noticed you've been putting a lot of work into your more fitness and more energy inside you. How you feel going into the bare knuckle fight right now?
Going into it,
yeah.
Honestly, man, I feel amazing. And that's all I can say. I feel great. You know, it's the first time I've gone to 35. You know, most of my amateur career, you got to remember too, this is my first pro fight. And I'm going against who I'm going against, you know. Like, this is my first pro fight, people. Come on, be scared. Because there's a reason for it. But I feel great, man. And honestly, for being at 35, I feel fucking strong. Excuse my language, but I feel strong. I'm a beast right now, dude. Honestly, I could probably make it to 25 and still murder it. You know what I mean? I feel great. Watch. I'm moving. My movement's good. My feet are good. My hands, they ain't broke, but they beat up. You know, I'm training 3-4 times a day, plus training clients. So it's
that's good to hear. And what about you, Brandon? That's the last question. How you feel going into the fifth?
Oh, I feel amazing. I'm super confident, obviously. I just got to show up. I show up, it's over with. I walking through Jared Grant, making my call out.
That's easy.
And letting people know what's up. Like, I'm not fucking around. It's going to be my Laura from 2021 on. I'm getting belts.
And how tall are you?
6'1".
How 6'1"? Hell yeah. Yeah, he's gonna.
I thought he was 4'8". He was 4'8" in the camera.
Bro. Hey, 135.
All day.
I'm 5'8", bro. So you know what I mean. I've been fighting dudes your height for my whole freaking career.
And he fights people his own level. Like he's never faced anybody like me. He's never faced anybody as vicious. He's faced boxers. He hasn't faced Muay Thai fighters.
And let me ask you this: do you want to stay at 35, or do you want to go up to 45 and be at
I want to
45?
go up to 45 for sure.
I figured that's where you're gonna go.
Like, I want to go up to 55 because I want Tyler Goodjohn. That's my ultimate goal.
He can make 45 too.
Yeah, well, he makes 45 so he can fight smaller guys. You know what I mean? So that's why he got kicked out of boxing in England. He admitted he was fighting smaller men. I will crush Tyler Goodjohn within 3 rounds. It'd take me 3 rounds because I want to beat on him.
All right, so
we know what you're going after next, huh?
yeah, that's what. Yeah, I was about to say that, David. So, since you just brought up my next question, where do you guys see in 2021 and future? Are you guys going to be going up more weight classes, or
I'll go
are you trying to
they
stay?
need me to go. Period. It don't matter.
Okay.
I'll go all the way up to 55. You know, if I really need to, I'll go up to 70. I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? I'll go wherever.
Yeah, I'm the
I'll
same.
go down to 25. I don't care.
I'm the same. 35 is as low as I'll go, but I'll go up to 75. I want to fight David Rickles also. Like, I just want to fight names. I want to prove that I belong here by stopping, and then I want to fight names.
Exactly.
I love what I heard from you, Brandon.
Only 3 things are gonna happen when we go fight, anyways. Either I'm gonna knock you out, you're gonna knock me out. We're just gonna have a bloody ass war. Period.
Yep. So I'm going.
All right.
Period.
So, do you have any words for your sponsors, your fans, or anybody out there getting ready for February 5th? Remember, it's going to be an exciting card because you're on the Super Bowl weekend, and a lot of people are going to be seeing you guys. And I know you guys could put on a great show.
I'm telling you, watch. Our 2 fights are good. That's what's going to be talked about more than anything. Everybody knows everybody else. They don't know me and him. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. We're the dudes on the card. They're like, hold up, there's supposed to be some superstar show. Who are these dudes?
Oh,
where? Okay, all right, watch. Like, damn, this dude just, I can't wait, man. I can't wait to just shock the world and show everybody what's what I'm really about, man. So it's been.
How about you, Brandon?
Well, I definitely want to shout out King Mo, American Top Team, for helping me out. I want to shout out you for allowing me to be on the show. I want to shout out Bare Knuckle Fighting Championships for allowing me to compete in their organization. Shout out to Nate Shook and David Feldman. Shout out to Bump Box. They sent an email last week. I reached out to them about getting a discount on a Bump Box, and they just fucking sent me one. So I'll be getting that. I think I get that tomorrow, so that's awesome. So shout out to Bump Box. Shout out on it for sponsoring me. Blackwater, Rep Sports, and Raise Energy Drinks, and the Dice Team, Team TDT in Japan.
David?
Hey, honestly, I ain't got the sponsors like him. So everybody, you wanna sponsor me? What's up? But
all right, guys, you heard it.
I definitely thank Steve Tyson a lot, though, man. That dude's backed me 100% all the way. You know, even Jeff Fearfielder. The Boss Babe girls, they've been there kicking it with me.
That's awesome.
So, my wife and all my supporters, everybody here. Everybody that's been affected by COVID, man. Like, if it wasn't for COVID, I probably wouldn't have been here right now.
I do have a special shout out real quick, Jeff, though. I want to shout out all the fathers that are separated from their kids due to spiteful women. People don't understand how hard fathers get it in the court system.
Oh, I battled it, man.
So, nobody knows but us, you know what I mean? So we all need to be together as fighters and use the platform to be able to try to change what's going on in the family law system. I wish
they could do that.
I had my contempt case thrown out 2 days before Christmas because I didn't want them to move it to March after it had already been
you're good.
months. So I'm just getting fucked in court, not being able to get any kind of rights to what's mine. So
that's what he did. Now, hit me up personally about that. I'll talk about that.
I feel you with that, Brandon. I have 3 others from my relationship and my X made it hard for me to do that. So I see where you're coming from with that.
Just
no matter what, a father has the rights, dude.
Yeah. Just so before you call somebody a deadbeat father, like a lot of deadbeat fathers are just broken daddies. So, if you're going through that situation, my heart's there with you. If you need somebody to talk to, you can add me on social media and DM me. Give me my number. We can talk day and night. We need more support because a lot of these dudes killing themselves and doing treacherous shit, they're just broken because they lost their family due to personal choices or whatnot that they've done to the mother, and the mother reflects that back onto the children, and it's not right. Women are way too comfortable making their children fatherless, and it has to end.
Totally agree with you, man. You have my total respect. I agree with you. Everybody, if you're watching this video, it's going to be live on YouTube. You also watch the rerun. And give these two guys respect. They're stepping in the ring on the 5th. It's going to be David's first pro fight, and Brandon, I believe. How many fights you have already?
48th, but my pro record is in Thailand.
Okay. All right. So, guys, it's going to be an awesome weekend on February 5th. Make sure you download the Bare Knuckle app. Plus, you only watch. I'm not sure how they're doing this. I think they got the pay-per-view thing going now. So I'm not sure how that's.
I know they're still doing the app and everything too, but there are a lot of places doing the pay-per-view I've seen.
So. I'm very excited. Very blessed.
Hell yeah, dude! I'm stoked.
All right, I'm so happy I have you guys on my show. I wish you guys the best. I'll be watching you guys fight. Put on a good show and bring that W out, guys.
Sure.
All right, guys. That's
all right, man.
Brandon and David Morgan on my show. Peace out.
Thanks.
Thank you for being on the full broadcast. All right, guys, you heard it from Brandon Lambert and David Morgan. They have a fight February 5th during the Super Bowl weekend. Make sure you guys download the Bare Knuckle app to watch all of these fights. It's going to be an exciting weekend. There's going to be a lot of people watching this. So be ready for exciting matchups. You're going to have Johnny there. You're going to have David Morgan, Travis Thompson, Page, Hart. It's going to be an awesome fight. So watch these fights because it's going to be awesome. And I might be going live on the Bare Knuckle app. I can't show you guys, but I'm going to go live and I'm going to talk about the fights. It's going to be so exciting that day. So much respect to Brandon. Brandon is talking from the heart. So if you guys watch this video and watch the end of it, much respect to him, giving these fathers a shout out. It's true what he's saying. So I let you guys want to talk about it. You can talk about it on the messaging. But I want to give a new shout out to my new sponsor that I just started with today. Let me put her up here. All right, here we go. If you look on the screen right here, you see my new sponsors. It's Unique Crafts by Eve. It's Evelyn Washington. She personalized gifts and crafts. She can make shirts, hats, anything that you want your brand name on. If you guys want something made, contact her. You will see the email and her website right here. So her phone number and text. Good way to communicate with her. Give her a contact if you guys need anything made. Also, I want to give a holler out to Steve Tyson, the Hitman. Thank you for helping all the support you've been giving me and every fighters out there. You're an awesome man. Keep up the sport, and we love you. And also, D&D Baits. D&D Baits is an official sponsor for my show that gives away. They got awesome baits made. So watch this ad at the end. Thank you for watching the Fuller broadcast today. 24/7 sports news, live interviews, media coverage. Contact me if you want to interview live on the Fuller broadcast. Have a good night, guys.
Hey, man, I gotta know. What are they biting on?
The end of my line. Here, try one of these finesse crawlers from D&D.
D&D baits are top quality baits in a large variety of colors and styles. D&D baits have been proven to work better than the national brands in the waters here in the Pacific Northwest. They create their baits custom to the water conditions. D&D makes the baits no one else will have. Catch D&D baits on Facebook. Land more fish.